Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night, everybody. This is the Soul Advisor coming at you today with another issue that got submitted to me just recently. And I wanted to take a moment to kind of address this one. It's one of the ones I haven't been addressing lately. It is a work issue, so it's going to be fun to delve into this one, I can guarantee you that. For those of you new and joining us here on the Soul Advisor channel, I want you to know that this is a channel I was trying to create to give advice to people for some issues um, that they might have, relationship issues, if they're stressed at work, and maybe having some family problems or crazy kids, or if you just need to vent and get something off your chest. Maybe someone cut you off in traffic, or someone was just rude to you, cut in front of you in line at some place, a department store or something, and you just need to talk about it. Please feel free to go to souladvisor.com and submit your problem there, or you can comment below or send me a message on YouTube. And there's no guarantee that I'll be able to get to everybody, but I really try to hit everybody. The comments, I reply back. The concerns, the issues that are submitted through souladvisor.com, I do address to the best of my abilities. I think there's been one person that I replied back to them, but it went to a dead email. So I can't count that as 100% reply back because I did reply, but it went nowhere. Um, you know, I just want everyone to know I'm here to help. The whole point of the Soul Advisor company is to help and give advice to people's souls. I am uh, uh, an ordained minister. I am a certified soul therapist. I'm a certified Reiki teacher, certified biopulsar reflexograph um, teacher and trainer, and I'm just a genuinely caring person. That's I would say, of course. Um, so with that, let's delve into the issue at hand and see what we're dealing with and how we can help. And as always, please feel free to comment below. Feel free, you can comment on the Soul Advisor website as well, and they will link through Facebook. We have a Facebook page, facebook.com/souladvisor1, or on Twitter, souladvisor1. You got to remember the 1 at the end because the originals were already taken. Um, and then on here on YouTube, you can like, you can subscribe, and I try to do new videos at least once a month. I really want to get them done once a week, but alas, I don't have a whole lot of time to get a lot of videos out there. With my full-time job, I'm going to school full-time, I'm a single dad, and I'm trying to reply to everybody's comments on everything and read everyone's issues to reply back to that. So I'm a little busy, but these videos are really helpful, and I want to get them done because maybe you have an issue, and that's the reason that you're looking this up, because someone else already basically beat you to the punch and put the issue out there for you. And so you can hear some of my advice and some advice from some other people that comment and kind of gauge how you feel inside, if that aligns with you, if that's something that you are already feeling. So let's head on out to the issue. And I'm going to just take a second here. I have to resize myself so we can all read what the issue is. So now it's called Being Pushed Out, Newbie Favoritism. We have a new woman at work to manage our branch location. It is only seasonal, so she comes back to the main location after it closes. The issues I'm having is the woman is rather lazy, doesn't want to be a team player, except kissing up to the owners, and gets paid as much as I do. The owners let her do her own thing over at the branch location, even though she isn't experienced in the retail business and knows very little of our specialized trade. Now that she's back at the main location with us, it's been horrible. The owners left it up to me to train her because I ran that location successfully for many years. I tried showing her the ropes, but she doesn't follow through. I do all the cleaning and maintenance for the building, while she sits in her office with nothing to do except play around on the company computer. The last time I asked her to help out, she rolled her eyes at me. Plus, she chooses to isolate herself so we can't even get to know her. I'm at my wit's end. I want to scream and cry and quit. And I've already started looking for another job. A newbie gets hired. She's 1 year younger than me, has no experience in this field, and walks in and gets paid the same as I do. Yes, I blame the owners just as much because she's not getting paid what she is clearly worth. I've been with this company for 13 years now and crawled my way to the top. I attempted to talk to the owners about all of us not being on the same page. You'd figure us working in a really small business, they would have noticed that she is getting paid to do nothing. I've tried having a heart-to-heart with the new woman to no avail. Do I pull back? Obviously, you can get paid the same for doing less. Am I being pushed out? How do I handle her? Do I just put my head down and find another job? Those are all really good questions. And I've been in that situation before. I had a newbie come in to a place that I worked. They didn't get paid the same as I did. And I wasn't there for 13 years. However, they got paid very, very close to what I was making. And they came in and they helped out just enough. This person sounds like they're rather lazy and they do nothing. Now, in different situations, they sound like they're in a really small company. It's a retail business. And they have a branch location and then they have the main location. And the branch location is only run seasonally. And this new woman comes in and she gets to run the branch location, but she's being trained by this person that has submitted the issue. And the person that submitted the issue has been with the company for 13 years, has basically crawled their way to the position. And this woman comes in at the same pay rate and doesn't do anything, while this other person that submitted the issue is doing all the work. Now, they've listed out many of the options, or the only options that they have. They can pull themselves back and not do as much work and be like this woman. But what do you think is going to happen then? The owners are going to look at that and be like, why is this seasonal office, this branch location, not working as well as it used to? What's going on? I thought, this person was taking care of it. That could work out in their favor for the newbie to get in trouble, or it could backfire, and they could be the one that gets in trouble because the owners just simply rely on them to get that stuff done. And they put a new person there to be trained on what needs to be done. Now, further down here towards the end, it says they've tried having a heart-to-heart with the new woman to no avail. So they can't talk to this new person. They said that she chooses to isolate herself, so they can't even get to know her. So they're trying to reach out to the woman, to the newbie, and see, why she feels isolated, why she doesn't feel part of the team, why she doesn't feel like she needs to work hard at her position with the company. And, it also says they blame the owners because, it's the owner's choice to pay her what they chose to pay her. And it's also creating some tension between the two, because I can see from the person that submitted this issue how they could perceive that this newbie is coming in to take their position because they're getting paid the same. So from an owner's perspective, you got two people doing the same job, making the same wages. Who's newer, who's older, who's getting the job done, who's not? Those are questions that they might consider. It could be also like it says here, and the spot right here, favoritism. It very much could be. Who is this new woman? Is it some relation to one of the owners? Is it like their cousin, their their wife or daughter's relation? Uh, it could be a family friend. Who is the person that they've hired that's taken this position? Is it somebody that the owners already knew? That's very much a possibility since they're allowing her to get away with stuff. Obviously, this small retail business has a couple of locations at least, and has at least been open for 13 years. That I can pull that information out from the issue. So they must be doing something at least sort of right to be getting this type of, or to have this type of longevity. Treating their main employees or their older employees in a way that makes them feel like they're worth less, or that they have to work harder than a new person, is killing the morale of at least this one person that has submitted the problem. And I think as a company owner, they should take a look at all the time what it is that they're doing to help improve employee relations. They should look at what they're doing, how they're interacting with an employee, how they're hiring employees. They have to have some level of experience in the business, you would think, in order to hire them to run or manage a branch location. So the woman that they hired might have had great credentials, great references, might have had a great resume and past experience on the resume saying that she ran this and that. Did the owners verify that she was at these locations at least? Did they check her references? Did they um, set her on a probationary period at least? Because when you hire a manager, in my opinion, you're hiring someone that you're putting above the employees that are already there to manage them. So you have to have more trust in a manager than you do a regular employee. You should trust all of your employees as much as you possibly can. But with the managers, you are instilling in them more authority and putting more responsibility onto them. So you have to have more trust that they can get the job done. I'm hoping that maybe the newbie, this new lady, is just going through a hard time. Maybe there are some underlying issues that she's going through that is the reason why she's pulling back, why she's isolating herself from her new employees or her new coworkers, and she just doesn't want to get into it right now because it's not easy changing jobs. Trust me, I know. I've gone through a few, and it's not always easy as an adult to try to make new friends. Kids can make friends super easy. But as you become an adult and you get into the workplace, you get hired to do a job, you do a job, and you just start getting ground down to where you just focus on your job. And you don't really focus on the guy to the left or the guy to the right. And you just focus on what's ahead of you and getting the job done. Sometimes you make a friend here or there in the lunchroom, or bumping into somebody in the hallway, and you realize you guys got the same football jersey on, or you have the same shoes or whatever. You get some type of connection with somebody else. But you have to take a look at sometimes people have issues going on in their lives that they can and they can't control. That's part of why I created Soul Advisor, is because when you have those issues come up, like this issue, you can go to souladvisor.com and put the issue out there. I'll take a look at it, I'll respond, and if it's something like in this instance that is kind of broad, that could cover a lot of different people that have had the same situation. And if you've had the same situation happen to you, please comment below. There's no right or wrong answer to helping this person, but we just want to help them, not hurt them, and not hinder the situation that they're having at work. This person, they're looking for another job already because they're just so fed up with this. So if we can give some advice to them, that would be great. And I think my advice to end this is for the person that submitted the issue to go straight to the owners. Tell them what they think, what they feel, and leave it at that. The owners should be the ones that step in, have the two different managers not necessarily talk it out, but do some type of bonding or team building activity. But don't just say that. I know when I worked at a place, I work at a place now, but whenever the owners or the managers say, we're going to do a team building activity or we're going to have a bonding exercise, just saying those things turns people off. They don't want to do that. You just got to jump into it. You just got to do it. And you're like, hey, you and you over here, now let's figure out, we got these toothpicks, let's build a bridge, or whatever the activity is. You just have to go for it. Don't say it's a bonding exercise. Don't say it's team building activity. Don't say none of that. Just do it, like an Nike commercial, right? So with that, I think that's my best form of advice. My best idea behind this whole thing is to go to the owners, have them help with some solution to this issue, because there has to be a solution. If you have other issue or other solutions for this issue, comment below. Think outside of the box. Give me something that has worked for you. Let me know some things that haven't worked for you too, because those are things that people can avoid at least. The more people know. So thank you for tuning in. Remember, we're all here to help each other. I really, really appreciate the feedback that I get from everybody. All the comments below, the comments that are sent through souladvisor.com, and all the comments that I just get emailed to me as well. Remember, we're on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/souladvisor1. And that's the same for our Twitter account. It's /souladvisor1 or @souladvisor1. I'm sorry. And remember to subscribe. The more subscribers that I can start getting here, the more problems I can tackle, the more issues that I can put out there. Because I get so many a day, and I try to answer them all, but then I can't always get these videos put together in order to answer them. So I really like doing this because I like having this face-to-face, and I like everyone seeing who I am, the person behind souladvisor.com, and the person giving advice for all these issues. So thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, morning, wherever you're at, wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this. I hope your day brings you at least 10 smiles. 10 smiles today for you. Thank you.